Good morning. It's Norma Cowie with a fuzzy haircut up here. Um, Today is Thanksgiving weekend here in Canada, and we have ours a little earlier than our American friends south of the border, mainly because when one is giving thanks, is that they're thankful for all the wonderful harvests, the wonderful elements that are going on. That's traditionally how it was. I grew up having being in a church that people brought in there, and they called it a harvest festival, harvest time. Anyway, important weekend for many people because family gets together or friends get together. As like I, who have no family around here, am going to a friend's place for afternoon. We have our meal in the afternoon. I have one friend that every holiday, I would hardly know there's a holiday coming actually, and she says, "Oh, da 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 da, what? This is the time," and I get to have a delightful meal. I know we're having turkey, so that'll be really good. But really, besides all the family and all the sports that go on and all the other things, and we've had beautiful weather. And I took myself to the movies yesterday, and I hope a little later to do a little movie review, which I haven't been doing, mainly because I'm not seeing many movies outside of, the channels that we get on our computers. Anyhow, let's go back to Thanksgiving. It is important to know the value of giving thanks. It is the importance to really be aware how important by saying thank you is to a person that you may meet, or a person when you receive something from when you're shopping, your cashier, the person that helps you find whatever it is you need to find, the person that opens the door. Well, most doors open naturally now, but whoever's there, do you say thank you? Are you appreciative? Are you grateful for what happens? I know my local Starbucks has been closed a lot lately from various reasons. And boy, I have not been very grateful for when I want to go through the drive-through and the drive-through is closed. So there's a whole bunch of things sometimes that irritate us, or it's not exactly the way we want it and, the way we think it should be. And the thing is to take a step back and realize we're still alive. We're still breathing. We have plans. We have ability still to move around. We can do pretty well at the moment, clarifying that, do where and go where we want to go, which is just phenomenal. So I was making a list in my head because, on Monday nights I do the mental mind treatments. And I was thinking, which is a form of prayer, the giving of thanks. And I was just thinking, all the things we need to be thankful for, our families, our friends, for all the conveniences that we have that we take so for granted, for our resources that come into us in various different ways. There's so many things I could be grateful for and to put into play, into the awareness of things. So how do we live our lives these days? I know there was a few months ago, I actually sort of stopped watching a lot of things because I was beginning to get frustrated and angry. And I realized it's my choice. I don't need to be frustrated and angry. So therefore, why are you watching these things that upset you? Um, Sometimes to get knowledge and to get awareness, it does. It's kind of frustrating because it doesn't fit into what would just be mine, ideology of how things should be. Excuse me. And I found yesterday in the movie I went, and I really want to talk about this, is history. It's as though people have forgotten history. So I'm very thankful for our history because when we look back in our history, we see how we tend to repeat things. We repeat things in our own lives. We tend to make the same mistake till we learn it or till we become aware of it so we can begin to change it. We begin to look at history in a bigger point of view, and you can see, I sometimes think, don't people read history anymore? Don't people realize that we're repeating a pattern that went on not that long ago, really, not that long ago, less than 100 years ago, we were involved worldwide in very similar things that are going on now. And so what do we have to be thankful for? As I said earlier, our lives. One of my thoughts is to really be very thankful for my life. And I am so thankful for my life. I've had a delightful life. And people keep saying, why don't you write your biography? And I say, well, there's still people alive. So and in some things I've not always been, what would you say, a shining star. Let's put it that way. So it's an interesting thing. What are you giving thanks for? For your body, for your world, those friends of yours that are really, really important to you, family members. Some families, like I come from a very big family into a very small one, because I don't live in the country that I was born in, where the majority of my large family are. So the thankfulness that you have those people, even though they may be far away. The thankfulness and the gratefulness that you have friends that you have made in this time and in this place and this awareness. Do you appreciate them? And most of all, do you appreciate that there is a loving force in this world? That a force that loves you without any judgment, and it loves you beyond you could even imagine. It's there to support you, there to be there for you when you're needed. And what I find for a lot of people, they forget to ask. I was a great asker. Not in that, please may I have, but this is what I want. This kind of thing, much more in a commanding way than in never like pleasing. I moved out of that very, very early. But an awareness that I'm co-creating my life with the universal love force. And in co-creating my life, I get to see it before me. Does it mean it's always been easy? No. But what it does mean, I've always known I've had the support and the love of the universe. So whatever your spiritual practice is, whatever your inner world is, know that there is something more. Know that the lovingness that is there on this planet that cares about you being here. That's the amazing thing, is that very often we forget that the planet welcomed us here. If it doesn't want us here, man, it could kick us off real fast. In fact, has done over historical times, I have come to believe. So therefore, it is a matter of appreciation. Do we give thanks? Indigenous people have always represented and known the value of the earth, how the earth works, how the earth supports, and they give back. Now they have ways of doing it. And I know I have Indigenous friends, and they use tobacco as a gift. Maybe symbolic, yes. But the key is that it's in your heart, that you're acknowledging there is a force, this force of this planet that's there to support you, to love you. So remember to give thanks for that. Give thanks. Give thanks to the flowers. I'm just looking at my flowers in my garden. It's getting cold at night, so there's some of them aren't doing so well. And I am so thankful for all the summertime I've had to look at those beautiful flowers, product of our earth. So thankful that now my lovely peaches and apricots and plums that I love are just beginning to peter out in the fruit stores. There's so much to be thankful for. Make a list, and give thanks that you're alive right now, and you're alive, and that you're there to enjoy within this body and in this world. It is for you to create however you want it. I give thanks for each one of you that watches. I give thanks for the subscribers. I give thanks for the comments. I give thanks for all the support that you have given me over the last couple of years. And in particular, now that I have 3 shows going, now you have a great Sunday and a great week. I'll see you Monday night. Bye now.